morning.
Good morning, everyone.
You know, there's something wrong with my laptop, the way that it's set up. So I'm like, my lights are showing. Good morning, Froggy. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Jennifer.
Is that better?
Yes, much better.
Okay. Now let me get scheduled back to where I was.
Okie
Scheduled
dokie.
back.
Good
Hi,
morning,
Angela.
Angela.
So, how is everybody today?
I'm doing great. If Lacey will settle down. She liked your song.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
Hi, Candy.
Good morning, Miss Chocolate. How are you? Okay. Lacey May.
Can you hear what's playing around over here?
I can't.
Okay,
No, ma'am.
because I have Andrea's Zen channel, Zen live meditation playing, and it's
Okay.
just helping me relax my shoulders.
Okay, good deal.
Just as long as you guys can't hear it, because I don't want to get.
Nope, I can't
I
hear
don't think she would care, but you should.
it. Right.
But if you guys like to just listen to something that's relaxing, no talking, just Zen life meditation is amazing. The pictures that she shows, they're like up close river pictures on the rocks and waterfalls. They're
That's
really
nice.
pretty, really beautiful waters.
That's nice.
So, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know there were those kind of channels on YouTube. And now that
Oh, yeah.
now that I listen to this one, a whole bunch of them pop up, and it's like, no, just this one.
I just want one, and this is the one I chose. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's already got 113 subscribers. Hi,
Hello,
Connie.
Connie. How are you?
So today we're going to talk about. Good morning, Bryn.
Good morning, Bren.
Today we're going to talk about how do you finish a project when you get new yarn, because Keri has an issue with getting new yarn and starting new projects, and I have got so many whips that I should go get one of my whips, like my mom said, out of the bedroom and finish it, like the one for Crystal from Bag O' Day. I'm making her a blanket.
Well, it's tempting when you bring home that new yarn or it arrives in the mail. Good morning, Granny D. How are you?
Hi, Miss Pat. Hi, Granny D.
Oh, I didn't see Miss Pat sneak in. I hope you're doing well. It's just really hard to.
Hi, Sam. Do you want to come
Hi,
up?
Sam. Oh my goodness. Good morning.
Sam, you know how to get up here. You can get up on your own.
There you go.
Hi, Jamie. Hi,
Good morning,
Pat.
Jamie. How
Hi,
are you?
Sharon.
And Sharon.
Don't forget Pat.
Did I see Pat? I didn't see Pat. I am so sorry, Pat.
Troy Hollis.
Yes. Very nice to see you today. So I know for me, it's really hard when I get in the new yarn because sometimes I already have a project in mind for that yarn and I'm itching to get to it. But I've got to finish this one over here because, guys, it's still really hard for me to have like a couple of things, maybe 3 going on at the same time. Really, I have 4 right now going on. because my grandma would not let me start anything new until I finished the one I was on. So it's just been here in the last year that I've tried to have multiple projects going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Sam.
Stop it. So, hello, Anvita. How are you?
And
Oh, my
welcome. I
goodness.
think you're new. That's awesome. We're talking about how do you refrain from starting a new project when you have so many whips.
That's right.
And I have a ton of whips, but I would get new yarn, and then I would start the new yarn, and then I would go on to something else. And so I've got a 50-gallon tote. I think it's 50-gallon. Maybe it's not 50-gallon. Maybe it's
But
30.
still a big tote.
It's still a big tote. It's one that you
Awesome,
get.
Sam.
Hi,
Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Oh, Mike says you need a Sam telling you no, you can't start anything else.
Candy. I can't do that. I did start and finish this though.
Look, guys, isn't that precious? Look at that.
And I just put a tie on the back because, you know, and it's so soft. It's out of that ice cream
Mm-hmm.
roving. Oh my God, it's so soft.
Granny says, oh, Lordy, if I only had 4 whips.
Right, Granny D? I'm in the same boat as you are.
Well, like I said, for me, I don't like I don't like having this many things going on at once because I'm working on one and I'm keep looking over here going, man, I got to get that finished. Man, I got to get that finished. But I got to finish this one too. And so you people that have lots of multiple whips going at the same time, I don't know how you do it.
Well, I have ADHD to blame,
Oh,
truth be told. Um, I have way too many myself. Um, I just, Granny D is saying hi to everybody. I just want to know because I've committed myself to doing Sam's Tile Thursday.
mm-hmm. But that you can
And,
get done in a day, really.
well, you can get it done in less than a day if
Well,
you,
but I'm just saying.
yeah. And I've been doing really good at reading the charts. I don't have the H, but plenty of ADP. Yeah, I don't know if I have the H either actually. I think I'm too heavy to have the H. But I'm sitting here shaking my feet, and my
Ooh.
psychiatrist was telling me yesterday that was a ADHD thing.
Sam says, I need to just listen and crack on as she has a hot date tonight. I wonder if Mike knows about that.
Oh my. I mostly work on one at a time, but I do have two put up aside. Hmm. So I just okay. So what is the what is the your favorite project that you ever made, and which one did you just hate?
Hmm.
And you guys are gonna laugh when I tell you mine.
Goodness.
I
That's
don't know.
hard to
I
think. It's hard to pick just one favorite. Um, wow. Hmm.
Yeah, he knows he is paying, lol. Stepping away from reading comments.
She's just gonna listen now. Um, geez, that really is a hard question.
Okay, so mine is the pineapple doily that I make. That's like this big. That I made the gray one that I made
Oh
for.
yes.
Okay, so I made so many of those. That's like my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
The one I actually hated making was that one on my wall. And
But she
six.
made a couple of more.
I made 6 so far, and I've still got 3 more on the hook.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Granny D, I love a lot of crystals from Bago Days um, tutorials. I mean, how in the world that girl can, number one, put together so many stitches and make something gorgeous, or even just take 2 or 3 stitches and still just make it look so elegant and so easy. I mean, I don't think there's I don't think there's anything that, I mean, if there's anything that you're looking for, that's the channel to go check out first.
Oh no, Connie.
Connie's hating the Bavarian stitch. She chose it for her luck of the draw.
And Connie, honestly, I almost told you to choose a different stitch, but you were pretty adamant about burning through some of your stash, but it it does burn you out.
Yeah.
You have to be really dedicated. I have a Bavarian blanket that I'm making, and it's this big.
For a long time, the projects that I hated the most were the ones with the granny square stitches. I don't know why. I think it's just the repetition, but I just really, really hated it when Grandma would send us down. Um, my sister, and if her daughters were around, she'd all sit us down with a bag of just mismatched yarn, and she'd say, "All right, I need some squares," and it was like, oh. So I think for a long, long time, that was my least favorite project to do. Since then, I've outgrown it, and I love doing granny squares. But for a long, many, 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 many years, I wouldn't pick up anything that had the granny square stitch.
A lot of people don't like sewing them together.
That wasn't my problem. Really, it was
I
just,
single crochet them together.
I do too. So,
I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm all about it looking nice and everything. If you want to do it, but if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna single crochet it because it's fast
yeah.
and it doesn't. I mean, I think it brings more texture to the blanket.
Mm-hmm. And definition.
Hmm.
That's what I like about it.
And I do it the same way. I do all of the down rows
Mm-hmm.
facing the same way, and
Yep.
then I do all of the cross rows facing the same way, so
Mm-hmm.
they're not all turned around. And
Right. Right. Let's see.
yeah, that is really sweet of you, Pat, to do all of the lap dance for the veterans.
Yes. Now, I have to say that those are probably my favorite types of projects, like Hat Not Hate. I really like doing that one. Of course, being a school teacher now and a retired school teacher, I love doing that because number one, the symbolism that it represents, to stop the bullying. Um, and I love any projects that are put out there when people want to do crochet alongs to do a lot of projects for veterans, homeless shelters, women in crisis. Those are the kinds of projects that my heart really goes to.
You know, last year I took my luck of the draw blankets that I made, and I think I had 3, maybe 4. I know it was a huge load, and I had washcloths. What else did I have? I had a whole bunch of crochet shawls. I had a bunch of crocheted items, and I took them to our domestic violence shelter.
Mm-hmm.
And scarves and hats. I mean,
Yes.
it gets really cold here in the winter. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we see snow. So, um, and then most of the time they have children, so they take kid stuff too. So,
Right.
and toys and but yeah. So, has anybody seen Racine? Hi, Sabrina.
Good morning, Sabrina. How are you? I haven't
Yes,
seen you in a couple of
how are
days.
you?
Me too, Connie. Um, I know that my family can get a little overwhelmed with some of the projects that I do. Not that they ever, say, Mom, enough is enough. Because I always tell them, um, I'm giving this to you, but if you don't like it, it's all right. You are perfectly welcome to regift it. Um,
Right.
so, yeah, it never hurts my feelings at all.
Oh,
Um,
right, exactly. No, nor does it hurt mine. If anybody ever gets something from me and you don't want it or you don't like it,
or you
or
don't need it.
or you don't need it, please regift it to somebody. Don't just not use it because
Right.
they're made to be used. They're not
That's
made to
right.
be.
Bryn said that she's seen her on Facebook and that she's traveling.
Yeah, her husband's a truck driver.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so Sabrina, what's the your most favorite thing that you ever made, and what's your most hated thing that you ever made? Hi, Tina.
Hello, Tina. How are you doing?
So today's discussion is how do you how do you finish your whips? And Granny D and I really need to know this. I know I and I'm not picking on you, Granny D, by any means, but I know how many I have. Hi, Amy. Well,
Hello,
you're
Amy.
making
How
it
are
right
you?
now, Candy. Hi, Amy.
Candy says that she can tell us the funniest thing she's ever made.
That's what she's making right now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Momentary air bubble.
Right, Candy? I'm waiting for her response. So we're talking about um, how you how you complete your whips when you get new yarn, when you you have something planned for that yarn, and you know you want to do it, you want to get it started, but you got these whips that you also want to get done, and you're really struggling. And I mean, I was saying that I have a great big huge tub that I got at Costco. I lost counts on my yeah. Yeah, I've got a bunch of UFOs too. Um, and I don't. My mom, it is over full,
Wow.
and I'll be doing a lot of laughing Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. So I will let you guys in on what Candy's doing. She's making. I have a friend that has a very warped sense of humor. And please don't anybody be offended by this, but she is making me a bag of penises for my hairdresser, because my hairdresser, I have designed special items. One of my sister shawls, um, called Sisterly Love Shawl. I have done 2 wedding dresses and a special christening gown. Oh,
That's impressive. But the one thing she hated the most, she has
she
not
hasn't.
idea yet.
Yeah, we'll give it time. Yeah, I mean, I struggled so much with this because I was like, I didn't. I have a problem when I read a pattern. I read, yeah, a big of them.
Granny, you be right back, she hopes.
I mean, a crocheted bag of them. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, but I know your friend's gonna like it, so that's the most
Yeah,
important thing.
she's really gonna like it, and I told her that I told my nail tech, the owner of the beauty salon, that I was having it done, and she was like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to see it." So I made an Afghan in the Harlequin Stitch. Was my least favorite so far. What's the Harlequin Stitch?
Um, give me a minute. I'm gonna have to look it up. It's kind of hard for me to describe it.
Round circles, basically.
Um,
Huh. Well, that sounds.
yeah, this is not the stitch I was thinking it was.
Welcome back, Pat. Oh, half on each row.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
Hi, Melissa. How are you,
Good
sweetie?
morning, Melissa. How are you?
I haven't tried that stitch before. I was just looking for, and I'm kind of tired of this stitch, and I'm doing it in Froggy's husband's blanket. So I'm gonna find a different. I'm gonna rip this out and find a different stitch. Um, I just want a 1 row repeat that is quick and easy.
Yeah, something you can whip up fast.
Yeah, that just goes.
Right. I think what I was, and I don't know why I do this, but every time somebody says the Harlequin stitch, I automatically picture in my brain the chevron stitch. Don't ask me why. That's just
Oh,
that
yeah, I know.
it automatically just pulls that picture up. That's right, Tina. The V-stitch is quick and easy. This is
Well,
simple
that's what
V.
this is. It's the double V stitch.
Yeah. I think the reason why you're kind of tired of it is that you've used it quite a bit here recently. So,
This is my third blanket that
yeah.
I've got Froggy's husband's blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I did a baby blanket.
Yeah. And are you using that same stitch for your luck of the draw or no?
Yes.
Yeah. See? Oh, I love the chevron stitch, but like I said, for some reason, I don't know why I always try to stick the same stitch with two different names.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same one or not, Pat, but this is just, there's no chaining involved at all. It's
Oh, yes.
just,
Now go ahead.
what? No, go ahead.
No, the Suzanne stitch by Creative Grandma would be another nice one. That one's quick and easy.
The Suzanne stitch by Creative. Is that a one row repeat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to. Um, Suze.
Suzanne. Melissa says that she has a cardigan using the Suzette stitch and she uses it in the background on her Etsy photos. I bet that makes a nice picture. Yes, Creative Grandma is another one that I really, really like.
Is it the Suzette stitch or the Suzanne stitch?
Suzette, Suzeette.
Or the thicket stitch? Okay. Watch later. Yeah, she's got some. I love her stitches of the week.
Mm-hmm.
The no fuss stitch.
She's going down the rabbit hole, folks.
Okay. Yeah, this is that stitch. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, hello, Charm Grammy. How are you?
Okay, so while you're here, oh no, 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 no! I cannot do a corner to corner,
I
and I
was
don't
getting
like
ready to say.
modification. Period. Lynette. So, what is the one project that you've done that you really enjoyed doing? And then what is the one project that you did that you really struggled to get it done? You just really didn't like doing it.
Come on. Come on. Right here, King. Come on, baby. Come on.
You know, I like the double crochet, single crochet in the same stitch.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Oh, there you go. Again, quick and easy.
Yeah, I have it up. Thank you, Pat. You're so sweet. Okay, so these are the two things we're talking about. We're talking about how you control your whip population and UFOs. How to keep them in control, because mine are out of control. Like I'm embarrassed that they're so out of control.
Mm.
I need to go through and in the same stitch. And then do you skip one? I can't remember.
Yes.
See, I'm all about the skipping a stitch because they seem to go by faster.
Lynette's saying, wow, that's a hard one.
So the discussion today is how okay, so you go yarn shopping. This is what it was. You go yarn shopping and you pick out this yarn and you're like, okay, I'm gonna make I'm gonna make whatever with this, and I'm gonna start it when I get done with my projects that I'm working on. How long before you start working on that project actually do you wait? Because I don't like.
She didn't like the last granny square blanket. She didn't know why. She just didn't like it.
Oh.
And Melissa says, I have a closet full of UFOs, not under control whatsoever.
Yeah, me too. So I know we all go to the store and we all think, oh, this yarn would be so great. And we make plans for it. And then it ends up on the shelf. And then we forget what we were going to make with it. Okay, maybe not all of us do that. I do it. And then we forget what we're going to make with it. So because I forget what I'm going to make with it, I start
With something
I
new?
love the crab stitch. You can do the crab stitch forward and it's way easier. I can show you how, Sam.
Pat says, the one I love is the continuous Granny Square by Bonnie Bay, and the one I dislike was the Drunken Granny by the Secret Yarnery. Yeah, I gotta say the Drunken Granny is not one of my favorites.
I love the Secret Yarnery, and she's got a lot of granny stitch blankets.
Lynette says her favorite, that's the tough part. Probably Amanda's Patriotic Blanket is my favorite because my daughter helped me with the design. That is awesome. Yes. Oh my goodness, Sabrina says, oh, mine are way out of control, at least 25 whips and about to add another one. Good grief.
Well, I have way more than 25, Maureen.
Ooh. Ooh.
I probably have just sitting right here, probably 8.
Yes, probably.
And
Connie
then
says, I go through my whips and UFOs and make a to-do list. And the ones that don't get frogged, I stick to on my list until I'm pulling my hair out. That usually knocks the number down a bit.
oh, that's a good idea.
Melissa says, I edged a washcloth the other day with the crab stitch, and I swear it took me like 2 hours. Mind you, it was with the splitty kitchen cotton. Sorry, my tongue was getting stuck there.
That's okay. So I really like that idea, Connie. I think I'll do that. Write down all my whips. And, my mom was telling me when we first moved in and were putting my yarn room together and we were finding all these whips, my mom was like, are you going to finish this? And I was like, yes. And she goes, are you really going to finish this? And I was like, yes, Mom, I really want to finish it. And she goes, but are you going to finish it? And I'm like, yes, I'm going to finish it. I don't know how many I put in there that I probably won't ever touch again. Hi, Laura.
Good morning, Laura. How are you?
Does anybody have a solution for knots in yarn?
Are you talking about the knots from the manufacturer?
I would call the manufacturer, and I would tell them, I would give them the number, the make sure you have your band with you, because they're going to want all the statistics on it, and tell them it's got knots throughout the whole thing, and depending on who it, if it's Lion Brand, they'll give you a credit for it, and that way you can order something else, or you can order the same thing, and they'll give you enough of a credit so that you don't have to pay shipping. They're really good about their customer service.
Lynette says, I couldn't handle that many whips. It would make me crazy. I like to have a few so that I don't get bored. I would feel pressured to get them finished if I had more than 5. See, Lynette, I'm kind of right there with you. I've never had really more than one at a time, so I get finished with it. But then I end up with this long list of things that I want to get done. So I've started branching out and I only have like 3 right now that are going. And that's kind of driving me crazy. But I realize that there's this many things I want to do and this much time to do it in. So
Well,
have to venture out some.
My reasoning for doing more than one thing at a time is, like, when I was doing this, and I still haven't put this up yet, but when I was doing this drove me so crazy in the beginning that I had to have something else to work on.
Right.
So I would have something else to work on, and then I would get bored with that, like, this stitch or whatever for the blanket. And I mean, it's perfect for a luck of the draw where you only have to do it once a week.
Right.
It's a perfect stitch.
Connie?
I need to make the list too, Sam.
Yeah. Sabrina had said earlier in the chat, let me back up a little bit, because more than 25 whips not finished, I'd forget what hook and everything about them, is what Tina said. Well, Sabrina, which is what I have found that I'm having to do with mine since I'm doing more than one project. Camper, I have note sheets for every project with the hook and the needle size, the yarn that I'm using, etc., which is always a good idea if you're going to have more than one project going. Tina said, well, I wish I was more organized like that. Connie says, when you make your list, Keri, you have to be brutally honest with yourself about whether or not you're going to finish it, or if you just need to frog it out.
Right. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Ray.
Hi, Bridget. Good morning. How are you? Who else showed up? Let's see.
I think just Bridget and...
Okay. Oh, and Ray, how are you?
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Right. But everybody's agreeing that probably for you especially, just get your list going. And like Connie said, be brutally honest. Am I going to finish this? Or do I need to put it in this pile to frog and reuse the yarn?
Yeah. Hi, Joni.
Good morning, Joni. How are you today? Well, thank you for lurking. We appreciate that. And speaking of that, please don't forget to hit your thumbs up, folks. It really does help Keri out.
Thank you. Bridget is just waking up.
Well, I'm sure she was working late last night putting those bags together.
Yeah. I know. I don't even know how many I ordered, but I ordered some.
See, Pat said that she was making a shawl from Fiber Spider. but she didn't like it, so she frogged it. Well, that's better than setting it off to the side and let it be a
Oh, Laura.
unfinished object.
Thank you, sweetie.
Oh, how sweet.
Oh, I got to get to my elephant dance. Where's my elephant dance? It's way down here. It needs to be moved up. Thank you, Laura.
Tina
Okay.
says,
Tina said, then with multiple projects, you'd need bags of the yarn to complete. Whoops. To complete it, and I'd use the yarn on something else. That's true. Hi, Sandra.
good morning, Sandra.
When I'm working on a large project, I always have a few small projects to work on to break up the boredom. That's true, such as beanies, bookmarkers, etc. And Lynette said, I have my cows. They are all whips, but they are not expected to be done quickly. Then I have something in my go bag, something easy to work on in the car or on breaks at work. Then maybe 2 others.
Yep, that's a good idea. I always have a bag with cotton yarn in it, and because I, like some of you have said, I will take that bag with me in the car if it's going to be a long trip, and I can get, several washcloths done at a time. So that's kind of my in between, or if I want to crochet something, but I'm not ready to pick up that project yet, I'll just sit out there and pull out my cotton, get my hook, and do some washcloths or some little face scrubbies.
Yeah. Hi, Nana Michelle.
Good morning, Nana Michelle. How are you?
And Joni says, same, kind of like college. I'll have one difficult concentration project and then several small ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bridget is painting her logo on her wall. I bet that's going to be gorgeous, Bridget.
I bet it is. I so rarely have time to sit and do anything that it takes concentration with all the distractions that go on around here. Well, I don't have distractions because it's just Jason and I. And I sit in Zoom most of the day. I would probably say all day because I don't have. Oh, see you later, Lynette. Love you.
Bye, Lynette. Thank you for chatting with us.
Surprise! There she is.
Boo.
There she is too. What is it? Say the name. I couldn't remember the words.
Oh, yay!
Oh dear. I needed a break. I wanted time with my friends. So.
Hey,
everyone.
Oh my goodness. How are you?
I've been better. Another reason why I need time with friends. So
Right.
hi.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Cleaning kids' rooms is probably worse than cleaning hotel rooms.
Right. And I've got to do the hotel rooms tomorrow. So there's no break this weekend.
Oh no.
Yeah. But we're going out for dinner tonight, so that'll be nice.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Well, we've just recently got a Tim Hortons come into our local city, so we're going to go check it out. We've never been.
Oh, wow. That would be nice.
Cool, cool. So, is Kaylee at her Nana's?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're completely kid-free for the night. That's what I meant by later, after the date, we might spend a visit with you all.
Well, would be
that's
nice.
awesome.
Thank you. Yay.
Tina, mostly I still have some of the woodwork to paint, but not now. You can wait for time. Yeah,
I am
I'm
all
over
caught
it.
up on all my whips, but I have 5 finished objects. Every time I start a new project, I put my yarn, hook, and write the pattern that I want to start in the tote bag. See, that's what I do, Pat. I put the hook and the yarn. I don't put the pattern in there. I don't know why I don't put the pattern in there, but I don't. But I always have the hook in there.
Well, I don't
Oh,
always have the
sorry.
hook
I
in
showed
there.
someone a picture of the project and they thought it was a worm.
Warmer.
It was a what? A warmer foot?
Uh-huh.
Oh my word. No.
I have no clue what that project is, but my mind is going crazy. I can imagine.
Well, your mind is probably going right down the crazy street it's supposed to.
Okay. I thought as much. Oh dear. Hey, Suzanne.
Good
Hi,
morning,
Suzanne.
Suzanne. How are you? Now, when I do buy specific yarn for a specific project, when I get it, I do put it in its own bag and I'll put a postie in there saying, this is a project I'm going to do with it. If it's someone's project, like I found on YouTube or a pattern I bought, I'll write it down. If it's something I'm going to create, I will at least write my idea. But that's about as far as it gets. Now, I am notorious, and I'm sure a lot of you are too. I'll go in and I'll see yarn and go, oh, I want that. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I want that and I'm going to get it. So I always try to get about 15 to 2,000 yards,
Wow.
Well,
That's what I try to do. I try to get 2,000 yards because it could be a blanket.
Well, mine is never a blanket, but because blankets are not my thing. That's my daughter's thing, and I love her for it. But blankets are not my thing. But I always want to make sure I have enough, especially if I want to make a long duster cardigan, or make several small projects with it. Maybe blend it in with some other yarns or something. But yeah, I'm notorious about buying yarn and not having any idea what I'm going to do with it.
Oh, see, when I went to Michael's and bought all those cakes, and I'm actually down to, I'm going to make a blanket with this, I'm going to make a blanket with this, and I'm going to make an exotic blanket with this. So I know what I'm going to do with what I have left.
Mm-hmm.
And I've kept the blanket amount that I need. I don't know how. I know that I had 34 cakes that I got for $5.
Mm-hmm.
10 of them I sold to Bella Unicetto because she needed 2 specific kinds of yarn and she needed 5 of each. So I sold her those. And then I had 4 of the cotton left over, which are in bags. And then 5 of the skinny cake, which I'm going to make a blanket out of, which is really pretty.
That's good.
It's for me, Roberta, to give to my hairdresser.
Okay, Sam. So what's your most favorite project you've ever done? And what was your least favorite project you've ever done? And I'm almost going to say I know what probably your least favorite project was, but I'm going to wait and see.
Well, I'm just going to say about the most recent things, because obviously with 8 years, there's been a lot of...
Oh, I know. That's why it was hard for me to answer.
But most recently, my favorite thing that I've made which you guys never saw on my channel actually, because I made it for Max last year before I started my channel. But I made him a really big turtle stuffy because his favorite animal is turtles. And his face when he opened it was just everything, every reason why we make these things.
Right.
But the least favorite recently was the Kraken.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, I did not expect
I
that.
didn't see that one coming.
I
But
didn't either.
Max's face when he got the Kraken was the same as when he got the turtle, so it was worth it. But both were opposite ends of the spectrum for me. Why? What did you think my worst one was? Oh, that tile.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought you were going to say. It was that tile. Because I
The
think
thing
it was
is,
for
though, if I
all
was
of us
doing
that are
like,
doing it.
yeah, I think if I was doing a blanket made out entirely of those tiles and I had to do it more than once, then yeah, I would hate every minute of it and I would never do it. It just wouldn't
Yeah.
happen. I would have done the
Mm-mm.
one and gone, nah, not
Yeah.
happening. But
Yeah.
because it's just one and then I move on, however much I hated it at the time, I knew once it was done, I could forget all about it. It wasn't a big deal. So,
Tina,
yeah.
that's me exactly. You have some sale and clearance yarn without projects attached to them. Then you start seeing new projects and you got to go yarn shopping again. And I mean,
Yep.
because it's a new project, it deserves new yarn, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I have to go shopping in my own room. This is why I'm giving away 16 cakes of cotton cakes. That's where
That's
I was
awesome.
going with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I gave, so I'm not sure how many that leaves me with. I know that leaves me with one skinny cake that was an oddball and one cotton cake that was an oddball because there was only one of each of them. And for $5, I wasn't about to leave them, even though it wasn't a color I would normally
Well,
get.
yeah.
But anyway, so just to remind you guys, the birthday bash is now scheduled. The live is scheduled. So don't forget, it's going to be at 1 o'clock Eastern. What time is that for you, Sam?
6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
6
Yeah.
o'clock UK time, 7
Mhm.
o'clock Sweden time, and
12
10
o'clock Central.
10 o'clock West Coast. Pardon me. And it's going to be fun. I don't know yet what all we're going to do, but it's going to be, I don't know if you guys were at my podiversary or not, but we just used Nightbot. And we probably will use Nightbot a lot. But I don't want to just go bam, 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 bam through the prizes. We went through them in an hour.
Right.
Didn't we, Sam?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Bye, Sabrina. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Bye. Mwah. Take care.
Oh, Tina, I probably won't remember. So happy birthday. My brain is like all fuzzy. This is twins. We're Virgos. My favorite is Spring Turbulent Skies. Oh, yes. Her Turbulent Sky Shawl.
Mhm.
Yes. And least favorite is the Lost Soul Shawl. Really?
Wow.
It's a UFO somewhere in the house.
And I liked Roberta's comment of you start a new project, but you don't have the right color of red amongst the 200 skeins of red you already have. So true. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's so many gifts for the birthday.
Bye, Roberta. Have a great day.
Goodbye, Roberta. We love you.
Bye, Roberta. Love you. It's on Wednesday, honey, the 14th.
Sharon says that she loved the Lost Souls, but her favorite was her owl shawl. That's nice.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gift cards. 1, 2, 2 boxes of mystery yarns.
Yay.
1, 2, 3, 3 shawls, 2 patterns, 8 bags of Karen cakes. Oh wait, and Jaxie's shawl, so that's 4 shawls. Let's see. Mike is donating his very first project, his Corner to Corner.
And it's mine.
And I only think it's fair because it's my birthday that whoever wins it should give it to me because it's purple.
Well,
I'm telling you, Candy, you're going to be sick that day. You need a 3-day weekend. There's going to be stitch markers donated. There's going to be 2 rocks that Taffy is painting. Hi, Vicki. That Taffy is painting that's going to have, the first one that she painted has an elephant on it, and then on the back it has the date of the party, which is my birthday. There's a tatted bookmarker. She does a tatted cross, but if you're not religious, she'll do something else.
mm-hmm.
Leslie donated a furls. So there's a furls hook. There's a 3-in-1 bag. There's more yarn. There's 3 crystal cakes that Kim Anderson is giving away. Bridget is giving away a small bag too. Hi, Kat.
Hey, Catbird.
How are you, Kat?
Going back to the tatted cross, because I'm not religious, Amy sent me this. So it doesn't have to be a cross, but look how beautiful.
Yeah, she'll make you a bookmarker because they're really made for bookmarkers.
Yeah.
That is really pretty. Such delicate work, man.
It is. It's awesome.
Okay, I want to see what you and Mike got from Lala.
Okay, but anyone in the chat, don't tell anyone.
Okay.
She made me cry. This is my.
And you know what's really funny? She sent you yours first.
Oh.
He got a moose.
Oh, it's a knotted moose.
Oh, because my goodness.
It's Lala's favorite wild animal, and obviously she's from Alaska.
Right.
And it says, moose reminds you to be a gentle giant, not a giant bully.
Right.
Oh.
So that's his moose.
That is.
And then I got, can you guess what I got?
I know you.
I bet it's pink.
I got Finley.
Oh, looky.
I got Finley, and
look
Finley's
how delicate that is.
Yeah, Finley will make sure you always have a leg to stand on.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, so mine was an elephant. And her name
Even
is
Mike
Ellie.
had to wipe a little tear.
Oh.
And Mike does not cry at anything. So, yeah.
Mine is Ellie the elephant.
Isn't her cute?
Yeah.
And she says, Ellie, make sure that your memory is as good as an elephant's.
Awesome.
I know, they're so cute.
They
are. It took yours forever because she mailed yours first.
I know. The mail-in slip said the 17th of August. It arrived this morning.
Oh, my goodness.
But
Talk
yeah, the
about
happy mail
mail.
that we sent her, I think I mailed it, I don't know, around the 21st of August, and she got it in like 6 days.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh
I
dear.
think the turtles swim faster from the pond, from across the pond, than they do from our direction.
Ah.
Okay, well, we came
Oh.
here for an hour. Don't go anywhere, you guys. We'll see you guys in the chat tomorrow on Twisted Fiber Friends
Yes.
at 4 o'clock Eastern on Coco's channel.
Okay.
Okay, now that we got
Love
that
you
straightened
all.
out.
Love
Yes.
you all.
Love you all. I gotta find my.
Have a great
That's it.
weekend.
Yes.
Bye, you guys.
Enjoy
Remember,
your 3
be a
days here in the
blessing.
U.S.
Yeah.
Be a
Love ya.
blessing.